already know that moving shit stressful, so I hope y'all getting through it for real.
Yeah, I feel like we planned. I'm very grateful to where I'm at right now and my partner in crime. It's probably going to be, knock on wood, the smoothest move that I've ever experienced, because we just had financially stable. Like, this is my first time. I've lived here for 7 years. So I haven't thought about getting a security deposit in mad long. And it used to be, you know what it is, bro? It used to be a scary thing. Damn, y'all want 2 months rent? And when it got down to it and we had to apply for shit and it was looking at the prices and stuff, I was like, damn, I could do this.
Yeah, yo. That's why I was like, yeah, look, I'm coming up. I done came up out the trenches, gang, for real. When I was looking for my last place, it was weird to me to be looking at cribs that wasn't the absolute lowest I could get.
Yeah, exactly. That's not too deep in the hood.
You know what I'm saying? Before, when I was looking, I used to move every year, yo. I done had at least 10 cribs in my life, for real. And every time I'm looking for the very cheapest crib that I could find, for real. But this last time I was like, yeah, need some nice shit. I seen the listed. It looked nice, for real. I'm fucking with it, for real.
Yeah, I'm super excited. But we just have enough time, and we already started to pack and everything. So it's just getting ahead of the game, because work and shit will get in the way. You know what I'm saying? You'd be tired, you'd be lazy, but since we had such a head start on it, I think it's gonna be smooth.
You still got some weeks. You still got some weeks before y'all move, and I see y'all doing the right thing. For every time I come over this bitch, it's more boxes filled up, it's more shit cleaned up and shit. Because when I did my shit, I really tried. I thought I had it. My mama was like, make sure you got everything packed up. I looked at her, I was like, yeah, I got everything packed up. She was like, came over, started talking to my uncle and shit. He didn't have nothing packed. I had mostly everything packed. What is y'all talking about?
That's how it used to be with my dad. My dad is notorious for being the person to help me move, and he always helped me move. But he would be coming from the suburbs or whatever, and he would come into the city and he'd be have everything packed up right in the front room. And I'd be like, all right, bet. And when he'd come over, I'm still trying to put some shit together. He'd be like, what did I say? Everything packed up to make this smooth. Now we're waiting on you to pack a box.
Yeah, yo, that shit funny as hell, yo. But like I said, y'all doing everything right. I'm happy for y'all, excited, because we need to get up out this shit right here, boy.
Yeah, dead ass.
It bitch for a minute. And if y'all don't know, this a legendary crib for real. Because we done had all the homies and passed through this crib. I remember when it was 4 niggas living in
crib.
Before you wasn't even living in the state yet, baby. Yeah. I knew 4 niggas living in this crib for real. There, Bailey, big girl, took this bitch over with me.
Yeah, dead ass. For real. Barry actually got me into this crib when there were people here and they needed a roommate. When I moved back to Chicago, I needed a place, and he was like, oh yeah, I know somebody who needs a roommate. And then I ended up in this crib, and I lasted longer than all these bitches. If it was Survivor, bro, I won.
You know what's crazy though? Because my last crib, I was in there for 5 years, and like I said, I didn't have so many cribs. So you had so many cribs, but I think about I feel like I just moved into my new crib. It's been about 2 years since I've been in my new crib. And I think about, I was like, I done been in this crib way longer than I've been in mostly my other cribs for real.
Hell yeah.
It don't even feel like it. It was times when I was living in Wicker, it felt like I was living in Wicker for forever. In reality, it was only 1 year.
Yeah, that's because shit be hectic as fuck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It be so much shit going on. I felt like I lived on Potomac.
Yeah.
We only lived on Potomac for 1.5 years.
Man, that shit felt like 5 years. There was so much shit. Niggas stressing you out and shit.
5 different roommates and shit. Yeah. That shit was only 1.5 years.
That's insane.
I didn't live in my new crib longer than I lived on Potomac, which is crazy.
Insane, man. We moving on up, okay?
Yeah. How your week been going, though?
My week was okay. It's been smooth. I'm back in therapy, so that's been a journey, and I definitely wanted to talk about it just to remind people, if you end up finding the means and the opportunity to do any kind of therapy, we all need that shit. And I got hella shit I need to work on internally that that stresses me out and makes me so emotional. And just being an adult and being okay, I gotta figure this out, because I've been trying to do this on my own and I can't figure it out. And I can't do it on my own. It's okay to ask for help, you know what I'm saying? And I feel something, happening type shit. So just trying to better yourself in every way. It's
and sometimes you need somebody that you don't know. tell you some shit for real.
And that's the craziest part too. Telling these people like, and they're strangers. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I don't know you at all.
Because your homie could tell you something and then not hit because that's your homie. You know what I mean? And not that you not go listen to your homie. It's just it don't hit the same for real. It's hard to say like it ain't nobody's fault. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But like it's different things sound different coming out of people's mouths for real. Like. If it didn't, then we would all listen to our mamas and beating up. You
That
know
part,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, it ain't your fault that like motherfucker said some shit. You go hear what we was saying and had somebody else tell you.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you need that. I feel like I be needing that shit for real.
Yeah, man. It's definitely uncomfortable. This shit is definitely work.
You might have to link me. You got a black lady?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I can't have nothing.
Respectfully, it's like I totally understand like the way you have to sift through and stuff, and sometimes it's not a right fit. But like, I definitely have like I don't know what it's called. Like I have requirements of like who I was gonna be able to do this with. Because like if you're taking it serious, it really has to be somebody you look at them and be like, I could. You know, and sometimes it doesn't work out, but this one is absolutely.
You might need to put me on to your lady for real.
I mean, it's not about working with that one person. I can put you onto the platform that I found the person through.
No, but I mean, refer me to your lady for real.
I mean, I guess, you know, what works for one person might not work for the next. So
I mean, but but that's what I like. You know me, I'm old school. You feel me?
You said if it's good, cool.
I'm old school. Like tell me, like I don't need no platform. You link me with the lady for real.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, it's definitely work, dude.
It's hella. Go ahead.
It's just definitely like a real uncomfortable, raw vulnerability feeling. Like that's why Weekends felt so crazy because just like, damn, after that shit, just like you kind of feel, I don't know. It's like kind of, it sounds corny, but like reborn, and now you feel even more awkward. But then like because you have sense and you're an adult, it like settles down.
Yeah, like I want to talk to somebody about like I don't understand how like it's so hard for me to like build relationships with people, and I don't understand why like not friend, and like I understand that like I'm talking about like romantic relationships with me. It's real hard for me to do that shit, and like I understand that it's a lot of stuff that I got that a lot of niggas don't get. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of close friends. I have a lot of close friends that care about me. I got my family and shit. And even though like I be wanting that type of romantic relationship, like that's just not what I'm good at. And like some people be having that partner for since high school, 20 years, but they ain't got no real friends outside of that. Like I understand it's different shit, but I'm just trying to figure out because like it's not that I'm not that nigga. It's not that I'm not cool. Not that I'm not nice or friendly. It's some other shit that's got to be blocking it because it is stupid niggas out here that be having girlfriends and shit for a long time for real. It's kids that ain't even live life that be with their partners for like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's my issue that I need to talk to my therapist about when I get one for real.
Yeah, bro. It's just be like, layers. It'd be like stemming from some other shit. But you know, yeah, it's just we be talking about hella shit. We done cut deep into some crazy shit. I done told this lady some shit I ain't never told anybody. Shit that you don't even know about. Ooh. And like that feels so insane because Perry knows like the most about me besides like my fucking mom type shit. So it's like, damn, there's another person that like.
No, and and low key, that's why it's got to be somebody you don't know like that for real.
Yeah.
Because they even if they judge you, it don't matter.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I definitely recommend it, you guys. If you find any, and I know that there's options for like sliding scale therapy and stuff. Like mine is through my job, but like
is yours online and in person?
It's online, it's video. And I always told myself too, because I've had therapy in person, like when I was younger, but like I always told myself like I didn't want to do the video thing because I felt like that felt performative. Like it feels like if we were like on Skype or some shit, like, or like if you were like video calling your friends, it's like I'm looking at myself. Like, am I taking this serious? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I want the awkwardness of being in the room and trying to get this shit off. But I've gotten over that because like it just makes sense.
I think if I didn't work remotely all the time, I would have a problem with that. But like, I don't think that's it. I just won't have a full experience. I want to lay on the couch.
No, I feel you, dude. I feel you.
And look at the ceiling.
I've thought about that too. Like I want the real, because I thought that I was so broken and fucked up that I needed the regular standard therapy, which is sitting in the room. They call me in and they close the door and I lay on the couch and then I have like an hour or whatever and they're like, all right, our time is up type shit. Not the video shit, because the video shit even felt like, are these like pandemic therapists. You know what I'm saying? Because they said something about there's a bunch of therapists that came out of the pandemic, and not that they're not qualified, but like you be wondering if they have enough experience for your fucked up issues or not. You know?
Yeah, Bailey, you ain't no broken for real. You was broken, I wouldn't hang out with you. There's niggas that I found out is broken and I cut ties with them niggas for real.
I feel you. I'm trying to.
I don't need no broken shit in my life for real. Yeah, I got enough.
I feel you. I'm just trying to. What I said to people when they were talking to me about it, I said it's like opening up old wounds and cleaning them bitches out.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Alcohol.
Yeah, for real.
Alcohol on that
for
mud.
real.
On that mud, for real. Yeah, my week been smooth. Yeah, I just been kicking it, chilling with the dog and shit. I was saying yesterday, I'm like, every day I turn more and more like my granddaddy is loud. I like
that shirt that you just got to. That's the most granddad ass shirt I ever saw.
Every day, like I woke up early, made me a coffee, getting ready to work and shit. I was sitting on the couch. I like took a step back and looked at myself. I'm like, this is some shit that my granddaddy do. Wake up 7 o'clock in the morning, drinking coffee, watching World War II movies and shit. I had to rewatch that whole Band of Brothers. I got 2 more episodes left for real. That shit good, Bailey.
I don't even know what that is.
You ain't never seen Band of Brothers?
No.
Band of Brothers, man. D-Day. Easy Company.
I don't really like war movies. I like classic war movies. Apocalypse Now. Full Metal Jacket.
That's damn near one of them for real.
But it's gotta have like
show.
It's gotta have an edge to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because war is fucked up. But like,
well, it's World War II, so like, you know what I'm saying? So
Holocaust.
Like, yeah, but it's about the American perspective, like D-Day and shit. You doing D-Day, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they start off at D-Day. It was paratroopers, and they jumped at. They had to jump out the plane on that shit for real, yo. Because like I started, shout out my boy Please Tracks came over. We was just hanging out and kicking it. We weren't making no music, but we was talking about video games, and I was like, what happened to the World War II video game, gang? I used to love the World War II video game. I used to play them all. Like when Call of Duty first came out, gang, it was World War II. You know what I'm saying? German Luger. But yeah, but the shit that get me, because like that shit is real. Like that shit really happened for real. And like, like I know like our generation has been through so much shit. We've been through the 9/11 pandemic, recessions. We've been through a hell of shit. But like it's hard. I forget that like it's been way worse than that before in the past. Like whatever we going through right now, like the motherfuckers like Trump in the office is the worst thing in the world. It's been way worse than that. Like my granddaddy got drafted and had to go over there. Imagine that shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You just living your life, and like my granddad I talk to every day. Like he was just living his life for real. And motherfuckers say, like, you know what? It's popping over in Asia. We all gotta go over there.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
You know what I'm saying, G? Like I don't know if you know, but like you know, to get like if you a boy, to go to college to get your FAFSA, you gotta agree to that shit. You know that, right?
No.
You ain't know that?
No.
Yeah, like when you applying for your FAFSA as a boy, it'd be like by accepting this FAFSA money.
FAFSA.
So I thought it was FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Whatever it is. By accepting that money, you gotta type your name on the thing and say, if they draft me, I gotta go.
I thought that was like an outdated concept.
No, they ain't no outdated concept. I remember going to college. My mom was like, all right, put your name down. I was like, wait, what?
You read the fine print?
It ain't even fine. It's big for real. It ain't even fine for real. They like, check the box, yes, and sign your name. Like, if we go to war, you gotta go because we gave you this money to go to college, for real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm too old for it now. Now I'm too old for it. But like back in the day, and especially because we was still at war when I went to college, for real.
Yeah, that's facts.
I'm just like, damn, they called my ticket. Insane. And like I'm watching Band of Brothers and shit. I didn't realize that like them niggas that was over there fighting, they only had 16 weeks of training. I mean, niggas called you and said, y'all gotta come. 2 months, y'all was in training, and the next thing you know, you out there with the strap, boy, with the chop.
Crazy.
That shit crazy. And like the like just the shit that shit do to your man and shit. Yeah. Like my granddad be mean as hell, and I know why he be mean. Like, he wasn't on the front line, but he was over there though. Just even talking to niggas that had
shit.
just
niggas have seen shit.
Just to be like, oh, I know this nigga, and then one day he just don't come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit crazy for you. It's a good reminder too. Like we need more World War II shit. Cause like I feel like a lot of times the kids that's younger than us ain't seen none of that shit. They ain't had to live through none of that type shit for real.
Yeah.
From like 2000, I ain't gonna say 2000. From like 2000 and here, like they was babies when 9/11 happened for real. Like I remember me and Jermaine, I was with Jermaine when we seen the buildings get hit. And we was just like, gee, we finna have to like go over there. Like I was like, they drafted my granddad. He was like, they drafted my granddad too. Like, we about to go over there, gang.
Well, I'm glad that didn't fucking happen. Like, Jesus Christ.
Motherfuckers think that shit can't happen. That shit could really happen. Because look, it's really happened to everybody but them for real. Like we seen the war start and pop off.
Yeah.
Niggas younger than us, like my mama, my uncle, like they daddy went to war. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Before then, niggas went to war. Everybody had to go to World War II. You know what I'm saying? Before then, niggas had to go to World War I. Yeah. Before then, niggas had to go to Civil War.
Yeah.
It put a lot of shit in perspective of like how privileged we is for real. Because like, thank God ain't no shit ever happened over here on our soil. I think the worst shit that ever happened on our soil was 9/11 in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
I ain't even got to. I might have to go back and watch Pearl Harbor. That's one of them ones too, for real. Pearl Harbor, Glory.
I don't be
You ain't seen Glory?
Of course I've seen Glory, bro.
That's Civil War.
I don't be
Glory Civil War.
I think that's Civil War because slavery type shit, the whole whipping scene. Like I be trying not to. Maybe for the kids, right? I understand what you're saying, like because they need to know that these things happen because these are like mass things that have happened and occurred in like American history, and like maybe they should really know that these things have happened, especially if they don't like. I don't know. I'm sure they're still teaching it in school, but like it's not anything close or tangible.
Now that Trump, that nigga Trump got fucking Linda McMahon in charge. I don't know what they teaching in school now.
Oh my gosh. But okay, and
you was watching White Lotus.
Oh yeah.
Did you shows?
This is my thing though. Okay, I feel like Barry was really into White Lotus, and I feel like this season I'm like nervous to talk about it because I feel like he hasn't been tapped in like that.
I'm on like episode 4 or 5 for real. I'm like 2.
But then that sounds like caught up.
I'm like 2 episodes behind. Whatever 2 episodes behind is, that's what I'm in.
I can't remember what episode it is. I just be clicking.
What part am I at? I think I'm at the part where last.
And sorry, y'all, spoilers, because I'm just gonna talk about this shit. Okay.
I mean, you could talk about it, y'all. I think the last thing I when they was talking to that old lady that was like, "I'm going to Shanghai," or some shit like that.
That's such
the singer shit. The old lady that was singing.
But it has to be something that like dramatic.
But I'm just saying that's the point that I'm at. That's the last thing I remember from the last episode is when Baby Billy nigga was like, "Oh, I got some people over there." You know what I'm talking about?
Who is Baby Billy?
That nigga Baby Billy.
Is that the guy who looks like Jack Nicholson?
Yeah. With the girl with the gap teeth.
What?
With the girlfriend with the gap in her teeth that look good. It's him and his girl that got the gap in her teeth.
She doesn't have a gap. The British girl?
Yeah.
She doesn't have Anyway,
but they on Gemstones. They both on Gemstones too. And he's Baby Billy. His name Baby Billy on Gemstones.
That's probably where I feel like I've seen him before.
That's what I've been watching.
He
and all the Danny McBride. She in Gemstones. He in Vice Principals.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I've been watching. Gemstones. Them niggas so stupid. But hold on, go talk about White Lotus first. I'll talk about Gemstones.
I don't know. I feel like when I fall, should I even say it?
Go ahead. Spoiler alert.
It's not even trying to watch it. Alert. It's
if you trying to watch it, turn it off right now. Skip ahead 2 minutes.
It's just not spoiler alert. It's just like knowing so much about cinema and like the way it's beautiful. The way that things are laid out it's like certain things that you can pick up on and like figure out the whole thing. Like I'm definitely 100% a black person that will talk through the movie because I can figure it out type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet that's gonna be this and this is gonna be that. Watch, and then like it happens. When I saw
White Lotus good. White Lotus is good for like making you think that it is some other shit.
I feel you, but I still feel like I nailed it because things started transpiring the way I thought from the first episode.
Okay.
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger's son is in it, right? And we were trying to figure out who it was.
Who that is?
The guy, the fucking Chad ass dude.
Yeah. That's his son.
Because like
the freaky ass nigga.
Yeah. But bro, this is what I picked up from that first episode, because the first episode, it first showed the black kid Zion.
Yeah.
And respectfully, he just looked like he could be. Respectfully, he looked like he could be gay, right? Because he was talking to the lady about something that he had to like.
So he got a secret relationship.
Well, he was trying to talk to his mom, or he was saying something like about working on his relationship with his mom because he has to like be more honest. He was giving that, so I was like, "Damn, Evan, you know what? He's probably gay and he hasn't told his mom yet." So when I saw him,
secret relationship.
Well, when I saw him. And then I was like, oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son is in it.
Oh yeah.
I literally was like, okay, if
That
you
nigga
haven't seen White Lotus before, like I just feel like there is always like a gay note to it always. So I was like, oh my gosh.
And that
Evan.
nigga, and like the younger nigga, like I don't tolerate that shit. Not that I got anything against like people, but like don't be walking around swinging your dick in my face and shit, nigga.
Yeah, well that's a whole different thing. I'm not
like,
talking about that yet.
No, but I'm just saying, like I would have been like, bro, like come on, bro.
Wait, but that's like, oh, I want to separate the two too, because like they're intertwining these things, and I know it's shocking to everyone, but then that's like a whole different thing. Like incest is different than being gay.
I mean, but
wait, that's a thing right there. That has nothing to do with him being gay and him like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a separate avenue. I was just saying because they place these two very like attractive, like swole men that like haven't seen each other yet, and I feel like I just figured out that like they're gonna end up hooking up. Even though all of this other shit has transpired in between, because I was like, damn, how will they ever meet in this show? Because I didn't see how the two would end up in the same place, and of course that I think the next episode they're supposed to go to a dinner or a party at that dude Greg's house or whatever, and that's when they're probably gonna see each other for the first time.
Oh no, I'll be like, bro, calm that shit down, bro. Yo, freaky ass. This nigga, oh, we finna get you laid this weekend.
And that's why I kept telling you.
Get your freaky ass out of here. Put some pants, your drawers on. Like,
and
bro,
that's what I was telling Evan
do rich niggas not wear drawers? Like, what is nigga?
I was telling Evan, I was just like, yeah, bro, like it's giving that he is gay and he's trying to fight it, because talking about getting laid and like doing this,
because that's a
he's
thing.
He's overcompensating.
That's a thing, bro. Like when we was in high school and shit, like it was always the niggas that was always lying on their dick, which was the niggas that was actually on some freaky shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this one homie, I ain't gonna say it. Had this one homie. He would always be like, yeah, I was with these girls. It would always be some outlandish shit like we was doing blah, blah, blah. I mean, we'd be on the phone talking, I'll click over the mother. This nigga lying, bro. Why is this nigga talking about? This nigga live down the street from me. This nigga ain't doing all this shit he say he doing. Sure enough, it was one day. This nigga owed me some money for real. And I was like, gee, I'm finna beat your ass. You gonna give me this money? This nigga tried to walk away from me. I'm following him like, gee, give me my money, bro. I'm not playing with your ass, G. Until I seen he was like, my friend finna pick me up. And I seen the friend, I was like, yup.
I mean, it's also, I don't want it to be giving that like just because you're gay, no, doesn't mean freaky.
That's my guy for real. But it's just like the niggas that's always like still to this day that's my homie for. But I'm just saying like it's always the niggas that be lying on some freaky shit. Like I did this with so many on some cover ups.
Because people can't be themselves. That's why there's still DL niggas. Yeah, they literally cannot be themselves because it's not a welcoming like space or whatever, and it's hard to face yourself sometimes. And also, no one can ever put a time on when somebody will come out.
I was gonna say because it's an internal thing for real. Because like like I'm always welcoming. Like I don't give a fuck. Like you know what I'm saying. That's my nigga. You see what me and Jermaine be at and shit. You know what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck for real. And like low key, I used to feel bad. I used to feel like, gee, why you feel like you can't be yourself in front of me? Because it's obvious like what you own for real. Just be yourself for real. Like
it's difficult.
But I understand that. Like I said, it's internal. It ain't even about me. Yeah. It's about if his mama see it or something. You know what I'm saying? It's about some shit like that. But like, Stop lying though.
I mean, you can't put a time on when somebody will come out.
No, I'm talking about about your sexual escapades. There's always a nigga that's lying about their sexual escapades.
Because they can't, they have to feel like they can still like, you know, keep up with the,
I mean, lie.
Again, if you're struggling, that's a whole other.
Because he making us feel like, oh, we should be doing that too. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of niggas always, even if they weren't on that, I feel like a lot of niggas lied on their dick. Well, I used to hear it all the time. Like, all niggas used to lie on their dick. So, like, whatever.
Stop for real. It need to stop.
But this is when you're adolescence. It's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
The fuck? And you're
yeah, but I mean, but like, we supposed to be trying to change the social situations of what's going on. And like, you should be, I mean, it's easy to say because I'm old for real. Because you want to be cool. You want to be a badass and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what make you a badass for real.
Yeah. But back to White Lotus, man. And respectfully, I don't know. We're probably gonna have to bleep out these words or whatever. Because like, just like incest, bro. Like for real, that's like a, like that shit is just like, oh, that should be like so fucking shocking. We would have been
fighting.
Bro.
If that was my brother, we would have been fighting.
But wait, again, it's not even like they're both like, you know what I was saying? It's like there's something fucked up happening in that home. It's not one person doing it to another. It is literally like they are like. Even the sister, bro, it's like there's something going on in that household, and it's so intense. I almost threw up when I saw those.
If my brother was on that, we would be fighting.
I mean, again, it'd be like a deeper thing. It'd be like, why are y'all like this, bro?
We would be fighting for real.
Because I know he was walking around naked, but why was the little brother just looking? Exactly. It wasn't like, oh, let me turn over. It was like, well. I guess I'm finna look, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a.
You been watching Gemstones?
No.
Gemstones funny as hell. You gotta catch up. That shit funny as hell for real. The first one was good. The first episode was like the origin story. That was fire. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Gemstones fire. That's what I've been watching. I be trying to put on White Lotus and get through the episodes. I keep falling asleep.
I mean. I don't know. I'm tapped in. I just know how good the story can get, and I'm just waiting. Because again, they be like pleasure delayers trying to wait until the last minute for some shit to pop off. How many niggas
finna get murdered at this hotel chain before the investigation happened?
No, dead ass. But because the chains are so far away from each other, it's not like it's close together.
At this point, they need to.
But wait, what's different about this one? Because it's Thailand, like, and they kept bringing it up. Like, that's where people go when they've done some lounge shit, like that. I don't know what the extradition.
Yeah, they be other
thing is.
Russell
over
Simmons
there.
was in Bali.
It's like, what did you do?
Russell Simmons was in Bali. Shit. Well, let's go ahead and break song, man. Big Giz said he want to hit a Ropa slide. Why it's called Ropa slide? Oh, the road pod, the Rogers Park. Y'all had a dance?
Yeah, they only got one step.
They had a Rogers Park dance.
I could learn that.
Again, I'm going to play that shit for the break. So, again, hit that shit for me. This is Big Giz, a road pod slide. Yes, sir. And we're back, yo. That was Big Giz with that road pod slide.
Big kids, let's go.
Hey, that nigga. Hey, when we was on break, that nigga just spit a verse, gang. That was on some Rock Marciano type shit. Like that nigga,
he do that shit so casually too, so nonchalant.
Like, nigga, do you just be sitting there like at your crib on the couch just writing?
I do it at work mostly.
True.
At work,
make use of your time.
Cause I'll be like, holy shit, this nigga Big Giz be saying some of the hardest shit I ever heard a nigga say for real. I remember that nigga called himself King Kong on the Hancock one time, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's pretty hard, man.
But yeah, yo.
Yeah, man. Well, hate to bring down the room, but I feel like, and no pun intended, I feel like we should talk about the elephant in the room. Just especially because we like be talking about hardcore, and just know I'm shaking even thinking about talking about this, but I feel like we have to at least talk about it a little bit and not a deep dive. But if you guys are any part of the hardcore scene or whatever, I know that you saw like the ugliness that's happened at the beginning of, well, I guess in March in general, we like quote unquote lost 3 bands to cancellation.
Niggas getting canceled left and right. Boom, boom, boom.
For real. Like the 3 pieces insane. And it was literally like one after the other. Zulu, Gel, and Soft Kill, just people just getting called out for being horrible people. But like with Gel, if you guys don't know, they're from New Jersey. They announced their breakup on March 20th, citing serious allegations against former guitarist, one of their former guitarists. The band accused him of multiple heinous acts, including financial misconduct. He was spending the band's funds.
I saw that shit. I would have had to beat that nigga ass.
No, dead ass on rent, food, and like they said a crazy amount of
They said that nigga was just bad shit. I mean, I don't know. I just know what I seen on the thing, and they said that nigga was just using their money like it was his money type shit.
Yeah, and they tried to gain access to the bank account stuff.
It was like in that paragraph they wrote, it was like every lamp thing a nigga could do, that nigga was doing.
Yeah, they said
that nigga was driving the bus crazy and shit.
They said inappropriate behavior. He posted nudes of the band members online.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that shit.
Yeah, and then endangering bandmates with the reckless actions, putting them in physically dangerous situations.
That's the thing. Like, niggas be having... When niggas is really, really good at something, like, niggas be on they dick for real. And that be making niggas think they could do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, wait.
Before you... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Before you do your deep dive, I just want to, like, go over all of them briefly just so that we can... talk about it as a whole. But like, so Gel was one, and that sucks because like, you know, I bought merch too, and I'm like, damn, he done took my fucking money and paid his rent or paid for fucking OnlyFans subscriptions or whatever. Then there's Zulu. Unfortunately, Los Angeles-based hardcore punk band Zulu announced an indefinite hiatus on March 12th following serious abuse allegations against their frontman and founder. The person who accused him, they accused him of being physically, emotionally, and psychologically abusive during their relationship, describing him as a very violent person. People were up in arms because of the statement that Zulu put out. In response, Zulu's remaining members have severed ties with them and canceled all upcoming performances. They expressed solidarity with abuse victims, and they stated that they were unaware of the allegations until they became public. But there has been stuff that like where people were like, no, they knew, because like that covering up for your bandmates type shit. And the person that accused the frontman also stated that they had reached out to one of the bandmates and confided in them because they considered them a friend. And that person told them like pretty much like, I'm sorry, I can't help you because it's going to fuck up my money. So like that's another thing that I want to talk about after.
Okay.
Because like that's like
I got some shit to say about that.
You know what
too.
I'm saying? So Zulu's on hiatus for that shit. And then Soft Kill, a post-punk band originally formed in Portland, later based in Chicago. They also had allegations of domestic abuse surfaced against their frontman. They claimed that it led to significant public backlash and discussions within the music community. They haven't released an official statement, but people in the scene in Chicago, what I've heard is that like the frontman like laid hands on like his baby mom, like strangulation type shit in front of the kid type shit. And I guess this person also has like Nazi tattoos, and that fucking sucks. So people just getting called out on their bullshit, but it's like all three of these bands, you know, I didn't really listen to Soft Kill like that, but Gel and Zulu, like I really did love their music. I know we didn't know them as people like personally, but like it does make you feel a way because they were a part of the sound. And like, yeah, I know you have some shit to say about all of that, but that's all I got.
Well, I mean, pretty much what I got to say is that like I told you, like I don't know no facts. I don't know none of these people. These not my niggas. I don't know these niggas, and I don't put nothing above anything. Like these niggas is lounge outside for real. Like regardless if they good at playing music or not. Like motherfuckers is bogus. And like I was saying before, like what I started is like when niggas get some kind of little power and shit, or they get a little like, you know what I'm saying, a little clout and shit, motherfuckers be thinking that they kings and shit. That they could just do whatever they want to do in the world. And like, I just look at everything like that now. Like I don't listen to people music because they good people. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know that they not. Nobody that's ever been a great musician, or no, I'm not gonna say nobody, but like most of them niggas is assholes for real. Like I met niggas, that's why I don't like meeting people that I fuck with their music and shit. Cause them niggas I listen to that like just been shitty to me personally. And like I make me look at y'all shit different. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, and what I was saying before, it's just about the complacency of it all, you know, because it's like it's a tough thing to talk about, and especially like just the hardcore scene just being so male based. It's just like, I feel like it's something that we should talk about, even these are difficult conversations, because I can see what you're saying, but like if you say nothing and just charge into the game, like as people are just like shitty and like you never know who they are, it's still something that you should talk about, because we're like a part of the hardcore scene. The women that are around you need to know how you feel about this. Like when you hear that it happens, even if it's accusations, because you're in this scene and like you're around other women that are in the scene, you know what I'm saying? You having knowledge and talking about it on your platform is helpful, because it's not a safe space for women anymore. I
completely understand, and like I would urge anybody to just like, not even like if you in a band or not, just stop being shitty people for real.
For real, it's so easy to not be this piece of shit,
because like, especially let me say how I want to say this. I don't want to go in here and be like, don't listen to their music, because there's other niggas in that band. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when it's a single artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we was talking about Diddy and shit, like use your discretion. Like if I feel like listening to it, I'm gonna listen to it. But if I don't, if you didn't did some shit that I can't not think about every time I hear your voice, then I'm just naturally not gonna listen to your shit because I don't want to hear it. But like when you was talking about Zulu and shit, like that's putting them niggas in a situation that they didn't ask to be in for real. Like, when you in a band, like that, like you don't have a job and shit, like that's not fair to them niggas that like.
But it's also, and I totally understand that. When I saw that part, I was just like, that's so fucking ugly. But that's why like money is the root of all evil, because when you hear things like that, even if you catch wind of it, like sometimes it just like, shit happens. Shit is forever changing. I understand that that's like, oh shit, this is like my bread and butter. This is like how I financially stabilize myself. When you hear loud shit like that, like that's what sucks. Like, unfortunately, in that kind of situation, you do need to just abandon ship. It can't just be like, I can't deal with this because it's gonna fuck up my money. That's so insensitive.
But listen. That's easy to say when you not that nigga. I mean,
I feel you, bro. But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't want you to be.
If you found out somebody at your job was loud, you not gonna quit your job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have a choice. But listen, you could go get a job.
But listen, but
you have a band job.
But listen, but this is like real life shit for real. Like, your first instinct, at least with me, if I was in a band like that, my first instinct is gonna be to fix it, not because I give a fuck about this nigga like that, but it's just like, this is my job for real.
Well, that's why I think that it was insensitive to say, this will fuck up my money. It should have been something like, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I'm about to see, like, for that person that is like throwing the allegations out, if they felt attacked or something, it's a horrible thing for you to bring up your financial situation in that moment. Because again, this is somebody they considered their friend. So it's like, hear me out and be like, damn, that's so fucked up. I'm going to like, you know, just like you said, figure it out and talk to him and try to fix it. Not tell you I can't be bothered with this because it's gonna fuck me up financially.
But look, we don't. But that's the thing is, that's what I was telling you. We don't know what these niggas said. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what these niggas said, and like also we as grown adults, like niggas be having kids and shit. Niggas
so you would just be in a band with rapists and abusers? No. Because if no one had the balls to stand up.
I'm not saying that. But like, my first instinct is gonna be like, how can I fix this shit? It's not gonna be instantly just to cancel the band, cancel everything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, that was a collective move with the whole entire band. I'm talking about the outreach to that one person.
But I'm not even talking about this specific situation. I'm just talking about, like, because this happens to a lot of people. Like, bands be having 5-6 niggas in them for real. Like, chances are one of these niggas gonna let the fame get to their head and start thinking they could do it. It always happens. It's not like it's an isolated incident. It's just coming out now because now people are feeling safe enough that they could say their experiences with motherfuckers and shit. But this shit has been going on since the beginning of entertainment industry for real. Like, niggas get a little bit of power and think that they could do whatever the fuck they want to do for real. We was talking about Temptations yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not fair. It's not fair to a nigga that is working hard at his craft, good at what he do, working hard at his craft, to be like, oh, like this nigga did some lounge shit, I have to cancel everything I'm doing. You're gonna try to fix it first. You're gonna try to not make it public. You're gonna try to handle it in a way that it won't fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
But do you but I totally hear what you're saying, but do you understand how that, and I understand that they're just accusations, but that minimizes what happened to a person. You feel me? Because if it's a band, if it's a band of men, you know how difficult it is for a woman to stand up against, again, it's a whole base of men. Like, what am I gonna do? No one's gonna believe you. And if it's so easy to just let's fix this and put a bow on it, that allows it still to be a tarnished or a disgusting stain on hardcore. Because we could just fix it every time.
No. And some things you can't fix. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying, but like I also understand that this is the real world and this is niggas' job. This isn't niggas' hobbies. This is not niggas this is like niggas' job for real.
I feel you, bro. But again, anything could happen, bro. They could cancel. They could get dropped from their label. Anything could happen.
Exactly.
If you don't have a fucking plan B, that's on you.
Exactly.
But if you hear something loud, bro, that sucks. You have to be a man and hold people accountable. If you hear about that shit, definitely try to fix it, but don't minimize what it is and try to hide it.
But look, I'm not saying try to hide it.
But that's what would be a fixable opportunity.
But no. That's the easy way of doing it.
And that's what they would do.
That's the easy. Like you could just do that, but I'm not. I don't know the solution. I've never been in this situation.
Me neither.
I don't know the solution, but like I know that that's not fair to them other niggas in that band. It is not fair that nigga would put them in that situation.
Exactly.
But it is what it is, and it happened the way it happened for real. Like he did put them in that situation. Like the world ain't fair. Shit happened that's not fair to you, for real. But like I'm not gonna I don't put no blame on a nigga that didn't do the act they self for real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about the other people.
And like I can't get mad at y'all for like trying to figure out a way that y'all could still keep y'all job without, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like that though. I
don't like it.
I don't have the answers to that.
Don't nobody like nothing about this situation.
But that's complacency.
But what I'm saying, I understand that it's hard. It's very hard for real.
Yeah, so you have to make hard decisions.
Because like, what if I had kids for real? Like, what's more? But like,
bro, you're in a band. But that's the thing.
But listen to you. I know a lot of niggas in bands have kids.
Okay, bro. Okay, so
but like,
what kind of longevity do they have in that? They can't guarantee that.
You were saying that person. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100. You were saying that person. Like that like the person that went through the shit, right? You were saying, what about that person? What about my kids that ain't did shit?
Bro, these are the risks that you take.
But I'm just
like
saying.
You said, people are usually fucking loud. There'd be like 6 dudes in a fucking band. You have to have a fucking plan B.
But I'm just saying, but in my
complacency is fucked.
But listen to what I'm saying. But like if I'm in that situation when it's my kid, like I understand. I feel for anybody that didn't have some shit happen to them. But like my kids is most important person in my life.
So you would, but if you have a daughter, what if your kids are daughters?
Yeah, if my kid's a daughter, but we need to eat. So you would want somebody
to quiet down any of their accusations or anything, so that they could save their ass and their money and their bread.
My kid, yeah. My kid that's innocent, that ain't did shit, that ain't got shit to do with this.
Bro, you don't have to be in the band. That's what I'm saying. That's not the end all to be all.
But you don't have to be in a band, but that's my job though. Yes, but then listen. And a lot of time, yes, that is a lot of time the only thing that a lot of these niggas can do for real. These niggas ain't go to school. These niggas ain't get job experience. They've been in bands since they was 16 years. That's all they know how to do for real. And I don't know nothing about these people's situation and shit. This is all hypothetical, like what we talking about and shit. But like 100% of the time, if I have a kid, my kid is above all of you niggas. I don't care what happened to none of y'all niggas. My children is above y'all in my eyes for real. So like I'm not saying that I'm not trying to hide nothing that a nigga did that was loud, but I'm just saying though, like it's not fair to him to put what this other nigga did on everybody in the band. Fuck the nigga that did what he did for real.
But bands disband because somebody fucked up. It's not about putting on, and I know that again the allegations, like, but those are just like in the comments where they're like, oh no, these niggas knew. We're not even talking about that because that's completely. I understand the struggles with that. It's just like if you do know about shit like that, you have to. I just feel like it's a man up type situation because you are in a band. Anything could fucking happen at any moment in time. To hide or minimize things like this and know about it and just roll over and like hug and kiss your children, your daughters, you know, while this is going on, that's somebody else's daughter too.
I understand
so it's like a difficult thing. And just like you said, life isn't fair. It isn't fair that somebody would have to stand up, but that could be the change. That could be the difference. That could help somebody by having someone else who could vouch for it instead of niggas keeping their mouths shut because they want to keep their pockets greased.
It can. But like, let's be honest, like these bands that we talking about, these niggas ain't rich. Like when you say grease, these niggas pockets ain't grease.
I mean, I was saying that just like they're getting money from this.
They making the same, like the money we make at our job is what they making. For real.
Again, I'm just saying.
But no, I get what you're saying. It's a difficult situation, and there is no nice answer for real. You know what I'm saying?
There isn't.
Because like, I could be like, yeah, if I hear some lounge shit that somebody did, my instinct is to quit the band. But then I quit the band, and now I don't got no job. Now my baby mama finna break up with me because I can't provide for the kids and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no right answer in the shit. Like the bottom line is that try to keep your people in check for real. Like what really should have happened is like. I mean, because that's the thing. I don't want to be talking about nobody's biz because I just read what I read on the internet. I don't know what actually happened. People be lying. Men lie, women lie. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a valid point, too. And I do want to bring that up. And women could hate me for this, too. But it's like, yeah, it's a very fucking real ass thing about false allegations. Women be upset, a woman scorned, whatever that saying is type shit. A woman would just do some shit because a nigga did her bogus and that nigga be wrong and he'd be a womanizer and he'd be a cheater and shit. Wait, that doesn't mean that you can just ruin his entire life with such crazy allegations if they're not true because you felt upset.
In my real life, I've seen it go both ways. I've seen both things happen. So like, I don't put, like I said, I don't put nothing past one motherfucker. And like, the only people I feel for in this situation, I feel for the victims and I feel for the other niggas in that band. Like, we know motherfuckers are soft kill. You know what I'm saying?
There's casualties.
I feel bad for the people that's in those bands because like, that's just like, what if you wake up one day, you got plans to move and shit. You wake up one day and your job is lounge. You got to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to just talk about it and do what's morally right.
Again, I feel that.
It's easy to just say what's morally right. But when you in that situation, you like, fuck. I'm trying to get...
It's my opinion. I like wouldn't be able to sleep at night type shit. Like, let me hear some shit and I like would have such a hard time. But that's what I'm saying. So a lot of things get misconstrued and they don't get believed because there's just, again, an army of men who would just make those allegations sound crazy and insane. And respectfully, the lead singer of Zulu did release this crazy ass fucking short story type shit. This shit had 20 fucking slides on it. And it was him pleading his case. And that's almost overtelling because, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like handle that shit literally off the internet. When you do shit like that, you over explain. That shit is actually, and I understand.
And that's the nigga, the lead singer.
Yeah.
The nigga. Oh yeah.
And that's like, you know, it's like over carrying it, like over explaining. Well, I understand. I understand standing up for yourself, but they said that he put something up and it was kind of long, and then he deleted it, and then did another one that was long as shit, and it's just like. I just don't like things seem performative on social media. Unless
the nigga say he was getting lied on and it wasn't true, I don't want to hear nothing he said for you. Because if he's trying to justify anything that was said in that thing, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
And that's what he damn near did.
And I'm not trying to hear none of that shit.
With screenshots and everything, I'm like, that's what
you can't. If you're not on there trying to prove your innocence,
but that's what he was trying to do in 25 slides.
No, but it's a difference between trying to prove your innocence and trying to justify the things that you did.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that's what it seemed like.
And I don't want to hear no. And honestly, like I said, like, I don't put these niggas on no kind of pedestal. I don't even have to listen to y'all for real. Like, I don't even have to go. I could just hear some shit I don't like about y'all and not listen to y'all and live my life completely fine. And nothing will change for me for real. Like, it's not. I don't have like. That's the thing is I done been through this shit so many times with like artists that I don't know and artists that I know personally for real that like. I can't even have it around me for real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely understand that. It's just understand, just as a woman, it be feeling fucking crazy. And I don't even be around girls like that. It just be something that be wearing on me because I do be around so many men and I be at these hardcore shows and not a woman in sight near me type shit. But it just not being a safe space for other women, and when I feel like I just have a gang of boys around me and like it can feel safe, it's a crazy thing, and I think it's something that should be talked about, even if it's ugly, and even if you expect people to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You should always talk about it because women matter too. Our safety in these streets, we should be able to go to these shows without feeling like shit could get fucked up for real.
Well, look, G, all I know is that, like, I don't care who you seen me with. I don't care what you heard me say. I know one thing for a fact: can't nobody say nothing about me.
On my soul. That's what I'm saying, bro.
And like that's real. How niggas need to be.
And you really been in the scene for mad long, doing all kinds of scenes, actually. And I know for a fact no one could say anything about you.
And like, and a lot of times it's like,
and pride yourself on that, dog, for real, because niggas act like that shit is virtually impossible.
No, for real, because I just go home.
Okay, real. Like what the fuck? Like
that's what I think. I just go home like that, but that's what I'm saying, G. Like a lot of times, like, but like I know how it is. Like I've been around it for real, and it's times that I seen things and I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel you. It's definitely they say like a pause thing when you're like in shock or whatever.
It's things that I've heard that about people that I know that in the time I didn't know what to do for real. And at this point in my life, I just don't associate nobody. I just don't associate myself with nobody until I really know them like that. Like I'm not finna just be hanging out with some niggas that I just met.
Yeah.
No, I don't care where we going nowhere. If it ain't about no business, we ain't talking about getting no money. Now, I'm not finna just be hanging out with no niggas that I met 3 months ago. If you see me around niggas, I done known these niggas forever, for real. And if I hear something like I'm in a position that I can actually do something for real. Cause a lot of times y'all niggas just be hanging around whoever trying to get on some clout popularity shit, like on these niggas' dicks. Like that's what I was just trying to tell you. Like when niggas start getting a little buzz and shit, and niggas bands start taking on niggas music, start taking off, these niggas turn into different niggas, and like motherfuckers be around them on they dick, and like I don't know you nigga, I don't know none of these niggas for real. You see me around some niggas, it's some niggas that I know for real. So if some shit happen, tell me so I can holler at them for real, and it means something.
Yeah,
you feel me?
No, that's fact.
Cause like when I said that before we started, and I said that like I ain't really get that part off, but I heard you look at me, but like when I was saying I don't know these niggas. For real. Like I don't know what none of these, I don't want to be around no niggas. I don't know what these niggas might do.
Facts. No, I feel you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But just know it'd be a thing where like your best friend is not safe at a show type shit. I mean, I know I am. I know I'm good. Like I got my people around me to make sure that I'm good.
But that's the thing. I don't care what the flyer says, safe space. This is Chicago, and no one is ever safe if you outside the crib.
That's real.
Period. Facts. Ain't nobody ever safe. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be thinking it's sweet. This is Chicago. I don't care what neighborhood you in. If you in the hood, if you in fucking Lincoln Park, like I don't give a fuck what a show at. You never safe. It's what I always say. What it is I always say. Game of Thrones is outside game.
No,
for real. That. That's why I be in the crib. I pay too much to have a safe place to go. That's my safe spot. Like you go to the show, but like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't no safe space. Even if you a dude, if you a woman to do, when I go to a show, it's niggas I got ops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man.
And more than one, multiple ops for real. Like every time I go outside, I know I'm not safe. Motherfuckers be like, let's go to this place, this bar. I'm thinking like, who all up here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit could go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm prepared for that. And like everybody, you should always be prepared for that. I don't care where you at.
Head on a swivel.
Ain't no such thing as a safe space in outside Chicago. Opal, get your ass down.
Here's some shit, man. I'm trying to focus.
Before we get out of here, man, I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bulls Love Gang. Yeah, man. That's my new shit. The Love Gang, G. Them niggas, bruh. When the trade deadline happened, I was mad as hell. When every move the Bulls made since this year started, I was mad as hell. And sometimes, like I said, I had to accept the fact that I'm wrong about some shit for real. When they traded Alex Caruso, you remember I walked in here?
Yeah.
The day they traded Alex Caruso,
fucked it up.
I said for Giddy. Remember I was saying his name like that? Giddy. Bro, that nigga Giddy cold than a motherfucker, bro. That's a cold-blooded white boy for real. That nigga has been going insane, G. Like, that nigga just dropping double-doubles, triple-doubles. You know what a double-double and a triple-double is?
Anyway.
Yes,
kind of.
But is it... Let me tell you, it mean, you know, you got your categories that like things you can do in basketball: points, rebounds, steals, blocks, assists. You know what I'm saying? A double-double is when you have a double digit in 2 different categories. So say I got 11 points and I got 15 rebounds, double-double. Okay. And like that's a pretty common thing. That's a good player gonna get double-doubles all the time. You know what I'm saying? Triple-doubles are kind of rare. Like a nigga, like if you a star player, you might get 3 or 4 triple-doubles in a year. If you like a LeBron type nigga, well, you got niggas like Russell Westbrook and Jokic that get them all the time. But like that's some superstar shit when you can do that for real. My nigga Josh Giddey almost had a quadruple double this week, gang.
Wow.
It's only a quadruple double has only happened 4 times in the existence of the NBA.
Wow.
That nigga was 2 steals away from a quadruple double, yo.
How old is he?
He like 22.
Yeah.
And like I know we was laughing at Giddey because he got caught with them college girls and shit, but fuck that nigga. That nigga only 22 years old, man. That nigga going crazy. Remember we was calling him the Giddler. Remember they put the not like us thing on the United Center the day he got traded. I was sorry, but no, I was wrong. Josh Giddey is a dog. The nigga hit that half court shot yesterday almost. I broke me and Chip was running through the crib.
I want to shed a tear.
And I turned it off. Bro, the Bulls, first off, I just want to tell you the backstory is that last week, we only played, like, Lakers in the Western Conference, we in the Eastern Conference. We only played the Western Conference team 2 times, 1 time in their home, 1 time in our home, right? Mm-hmm. The other teams in our conference, we played like 4 times, you know what I'm saying? But we played the Lakers the first time last week, right? It was LeBron's first game back. He had been injured. You know they got Luka Doncic. Tell me why them young boys, the Bulls, went in there and beat the brakes off them niggas.
Good.
In LA.
Good.
40 points.
Good.
I ain't seen them blow a team out like that in years. 40 points. Beat the fuck out these niggas. I was like, yeah, next week we got to play them again. I know LeBron going to be want blood. I know Luka want blood. I went to the bar to watch it. I'm watching. I'm like, all right, they playing all right. Third quarter came. They start getting their ass kicked. Bulls losing by 18. I said, shit.
Let's go.
They losing by 18. I said, close up the bar. I was like, let me get my tab. I'm finna go to the crib. Nigga, do you know I got to the crib? Them niggas only down by 5 points. I'm like, all right, let's go. It's still, 2 minutes to go? These niggas playing. It got down to 12 seconds. We was down by 3. Something like that. Giddey went to go shoot a bucket, airballed it. He saw LeBron, he got scared. We was down 12 seconds. I was like, damn, it's over with. I turned it off. Put on a movie. Put on Yellow Jackets. Next thing I know, my phone, Kale said, your phone blowing up. I was like, just leave. Just on the charge. I'll get them niggas later. I got up and looked at my phone. My nigga Terry said, beep, beep. I was like, beep, beep. Niggas won? I had to go back and watch that shit. That nigga Patrick Williams hit a 3. 12 seconds ago, Patrick Williams inbound hit a 3. Boom. Down by 2, right? Inbound the ball. Josh Giddey steal the ball from LeBron. Passes it to Kobe White. Kobe White, which is a cold motherfucker. They call that nigga Sub-Zero, nigga. Hit another 3. Bulls up 1. 9 seconds to go. Lakers come down, that nigga AR-15. You know Austin Reeves a dog, too. That's a cold white boy, too. Mm-hmm. Austin Reeves panic at the crypto. He came up, laid it up. Boom. 2 seconds left on the clock. He laid it up. Lakers up 1. My nigga Josh Giddey threw the half-court shot up and it nailed it, boy. Amazing. All my niggas was in the building, too. I started looking at Instagram. My nigga Sko was in the building. My boy Drew was in the building. Hella niggas was in the building. Niggas, the crowd went crazy. Shout out to Chicago Bulls. That's the love gang, boy. You know how they call them the love gang. You know how they call themselves the love gang, right? The Bob Love. Shout out Bob Love, man. R.I.P. He died last year. That was a real nigga for real. That was the Bulls' best players after Jordan and D Rose. Is Bob Love in the 70s and the 80s for real. And he a real nigga. But I think I talked about it when he first passed on the pop. I'm going to tell you again, that nigga Bob Love was a real nigga, bro. Because when I used to go to Bulls camp as a kid, he always came to Bulls camp and talked to the kids for real.
Nice. Love that.
You know what I'm saying? He the only jerseys that's retired in the United Center that got banners is Jordan, Pippen, Bob Love, and they finna put Derrick Rose up there. Nice. So that's why they say the love gang. You You know what I'm saying?
Let's
All right.
go, man.
But yeah, the Bulls, yeah, we gonna see, y'all. If they keep playing like this, they been on a fucking tear. You know what I'm saying? This whole month of March, the Bulls have been on a tear. Kobe White that nigga's a superstar. He playing like he a real superstar now, yo. He's on a streak of 20-point games. He hit like 4 30-point games in a row. This is the first game he had scored 30 in like 7 games ago. This nigga is locked in at another level. That's why I put my hair like this on some Kobe White shit. You feel me? I got to get a Kobe jersey, and I feel bogus because I remember when DeRozan first got on the team, I was trying to buy a DeRozan jersey, and everywhere I went, all they had was Kobe White. I was like, I don't want no Kobe White jersey. I want the DeRozan. Nah, I'm going back. Going back to the mall and get my Kobe White jersey, man. He did it. He did it.
Let's get it, man.
Anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of?
Make sure you guys mark your calendars. What day is it?
May 28th at Shuba's. Me and Jamal J.A. Grams, us together, Ick and Grams, we're opening up for our good homie Justice Hill. We gonna have him up here to remind y'all about the show before. But if y'all ain't seen Justice, know that nigga is that nigga like Mozart or some shit. That nigga is really
He's definitely
playing music for real.
Yeah.
Yo.
He definitely understands music in that special way. It's definitely a good time. I've seen him live a few times. Also, I want to drop to Radbury. Their open mic is open. So you guys look into the Radbury. Real? Yeah, they have an open mic. And make sure you guys support Roy Kinsey.
I'm going to go up there and get some of these unreleases off.
Okay, period. I know that's right, man.
Yeah.
But thank you. Like always, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's Face Value Podcast. Episode